Welcome to the week of May 25th. It's Carmel Race Week. Again, I'll talk about that at the end of the video. This week is for someone who has either run their goal race, taken their break, and are building back up, or for those of you who are continuing on and have a goal race to come. For those of you that might have a marathon or half marathon of importance and it's not coming this weekend or very soon, I probably have a different workout for you on Thursday. Not in all cases, but in some. Check Training Peaks for what might be right for you. So high quality workout this week, a mix of steady state run and hills. We do the steady state run, obviously for stamina. We're at 80 to 85%. So we're at aerobic threshold. It should be high end aerobic, going as fast as you can go at an effort level that you could sustain, not only for the duration of this, but you could go a little bit longer. It might get more difficult, but you could keep going. So you're not hanging on by a very thin thread. It's not threshold plus. We're not dancing around that anaerobic threshold line to where you just couldn't sustain it at any cost. You'd have to slow down or take a break. This is aerobic threshold. So most of you have 3 miles, but there's a range of 2 to 4 out there. And then we come back with 1 to 2 miles of continuous hills. And the continuous hills, we're counting time up and down. We're just not counting any time on the flat. So you might find for as short as this is, one good hill will do it. But if you're in a great situation like we are in Arden, you can switch over to a different hill pretty easily. There's a number of things that we can do in Arden with those hills. But we're looking for ideally about 20 to 30 seconds. If you go a little bit too long, what happens is you're getting great work going up. Let's say your hill takes you a minute. That takes a little while to get up that hill, and that's great. But when you come down, we're taking the pressure off. And for something as short as this, we don't want to have that percentage, not that percentage, that total amount of time to where you're recovering, because then we're pulling away from the benefit. So 20 to 30 seconds is probably ideal with that. We're doing the hills because we want to increase power and want to increase speed. And those two things do go hand in hand. If you're watching your wattage at all, what you'll see is your power goes up much higher than you're sustaining on the flat ground, even with something like the steady state run going up that hill. Come down, obviously it drops. You'd have to be running really fast down that hill to keep the power up because gravity's on your side. But the reason that power number is important, and yes, we can discuss the accuracy of those power numbers and the reliability of those power numbers, but I'm mentioning those because I'm thinking in those terms with this workout. If you can increase power for short periods of time, when you come back down and you're running flat at whatever effort level, you're able to run with more power. So you're putting more force into the ground at every effort level, so you're going to be running faster. Also, the strength training effect that comes from running uphill and against gravity certainly is going to make running faster more comfortable and more effective. Moderate quality workout this week. Alternating 200s. This is a speed workout, though it can be modified to go a couple of different ways. So if you still have a marathon or half marathon coming and you're doing this workout, we can still do it. We're just not as interested in how fast you're going for that 200. We just want to be going faster than you're running 99.5% of your mileage this week. So it's definitely faster. We're getting kind of that same benefit we're getting from the hill running. You're putting more force into the ground to run faster. You're getting that strength training effect. So there's still benefit for whatever distance. For those of you who are thinking 5K racing season, kind of a short 5K racing season, maybe monumental mile, okay, we want to go faster than that. Of course, this kind of workout comes with a word of caution. If you haven't been doing this, if you're just off the break, if you hit it hard like you're coming out of the blocks for each of these 200s, especially from the beginning, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to end up tight, sore, if not hurt. So use a little bit of common sense with this. Go into it, run fast. The first 100 should probably feel free, like there's not a whole lot of legs or lungs being taxed. But that last 100, you can feel, okay, here comes that lactic acid, and I'm glad I'm only going 200. And then when you get to the recovery jog, super slow-mo, go as slow as you want to go. We can also do this if you're on the roads and not on the track and you're not interested in measuring it or programming it into your watch. You can go 30-60s or 40-80s, 30 seconds fast or 40 seconds fast, and then double that amount for your slow-mo recovery jog. What's going to happen with this, it is a speed workout, so it's neuromuscular conditioning. When marathoners try to run fast miles, fast 5Ks, one of the problems is I just couldn't turn over faster. I just couldn't go any faster. I felt like I could give a little bit more with my lungs. I just couldn't go faster. This is helping solve that problem. You're going to be able to go faster. So with this workout, we talk about cadence a lot and what cadence should be at whatever pace. This one, you should see your stride length increase and also see your cadence increase. The cadence should not drop. If it drops, we have a problem because you're trading one for the other. I do have some people that like to point out to me that when they ran slower, their stride length was shorter. That's what is supposed to happen. And when you run faster, yes, your stride length should be longer. Cadence may go up, but the stride length certainly is a product of speed. Long run with a modified aerobic threshold run. This is, at this point, if you're going to be racing marathon, half marathon going forward, we're doing this because we're going to get some quality into the long run. And you might have a little bit more than half of your long run distance at this because it's kind of sort of a goal pace run. And one of these days, heat is going to hit and hang around for a little while. Part of the reason I do it this way is if I say marathon goal pace or half marathon goal pace and it's really hot, it's kind of hard to run that pace. Or if you do run that pace, then you're thinking, man, that was a lot harder than I hope it's going to be on race day. And we're hoping you get a lot better weather on race day, so it's not as hard as you think. So this should be enjoyably fast. And what we're doing is we're making more out of a shorter long run. Whether, again, you still have your long race coming, or if you're kind of in our speed season here, brief period of time in between half marathon and marathon blocks of training, we are going to de-emphasize the distance on the long runs. We still want to get them in. We still want to keep the weekly mileage up to a reasonable level. But to compensate for that, we're going to throw in some quality on most of your long runs. That way, we're not detraining too much as we de-emphasize it. Carmel Race Week, check the email that comes out. I'll have links to the emails or videos rather. I did 2 videos that talked about Carmel Race Week. So I'll link those again so you can refresh your memory on those. And then if you are racing, whether it's 5K, 10K, half marathon, or marathon at Carmel, I'll be there. We'll have a group run at Eagle Creek on Saturday. The last one probably at 8 o'clock. And then on Sunday morning, I'll also be at Carmel Marathon, have the tent set up, and we'll be ready to go racing.